Every child is born free and innocent. But unfortunately, the society the child gets born into is not only insane, but also full of people who aren't free, people who don't know themselves. So from the moment a child is born, the society slowly begins conditioning the child to lose her freedom and to be a slave just like everyone else. Some parents even impose their religion onto their children, which in turn is likely to enslave their child even more as she grows up. But of course, most of these parents and the society they're in have good intentions. The parents think they're doing what's best for the child by conditioning her. And when she begins going to school just a few years after being born, her teachers will also condition her to be a slave, while also having good intentions. The more she grows up, the more enslaved she becomes. And although the parents mean well, they don't know themselves and therefore can't actually love their child or even each other. So if the child conforms to society and is the way her parents want it to be, then the parents show their love and let her know that they're proud of her. If, however, as she grows up, she goes her own way and remains herself, the parents will be disappointed and will make it known that they're disappointed in an attempt to guilt her into changing how she is. It sounds strange, but even all that is done with good intentions. The parents know that if the child remains herself, and therefore unique, she'll be an outsider in society because everyone else conforms. So the parents in the society try to kill any individuality within the child. So they make her go to this place of indoctrination called school, where she'll spend years of her life basically being told what to think and being prepared for the outside world, where she'll be a full-time slave. You see, society is based on ego, and the ego can't live in the present moment because awareness of the present means death for the ego. So everything in society is all about the future, especially education. The education system isn't really for educating children and helping them grow psychologically. It's actually just about indoctrinating children to be good slaves in the future. As the child grows up, the conditioning gets more and more serious because they're getting closer to going out into the world. The conditioning comes from everywhere, so that the child is actually unable to resist the conditioning. Even when she's watching TV, there's always ads conditioning her mind to want certain things, like a Barbie doll, which comes with a makeup kit.
Which fashionista are you? Are you a girly girl or an artsy girl? Cutie girl or a... New Lego friends. Welcome to beautiful Heart Lake City. Time to chill with the girls. At the beauty shop, Emma is styled and ready to go. This is gonna be so much fun.
We began to see makeup marketed to ever younger girls.
This would basically be her first introduction to makeup. And of course, from the perspective of the advertiser, the goal is to condition her to not only want to wear makeup, but to even make her feel the need to wear it. This is how the makeup industry is a billion-dollar industry. The key is to introduce it at a young age, so that when they get old enough to buy things, they'll buy makeup too.
That the real point is to turn these children into consumers at a very young age. If you can eroticize shopping in childhood, then you will get these people lined up at the malls for the rest of their lives. What they're doing is they're conditioning girls at incredibly young ages to feel that how they look is what's most important about them, that their lovability depends on their sex appeal, and that they can buy this look and this sex appeal if they just choose the right products and try hard enough.
This is just a different form of conditioning. If the child is a boy, the conditioning will be a little bit different, especially depending on the particular culture the child lives in. In the West, If the child is a girl, the society conditions her to believe that she is valued for her physical appearance. Of course, she can work on other qualities, but how she looks and how much attention she gets from boys and also other girls is the main thing. An ancient Greek philosopher who died in 135 AD noticed this back then as well, and he said, "Immediately after they are 14, women are flattered by men calling them ladies, and so seeing that they are regarded only as qualified to give men pleasure, they begin to beautify themselves and to put all their hopes in that. It is worthwhile for us to take pains, therefore, to make them understand that they are honored for nothing else but only for being modest and self-respecting." You see, society's interest is for people to remain slaves, and it does it in many different ways. Conditioning us to be concerned with the surface is one of them. So as the child grows up and becomes more self-conscious of her physical appearance, she spends more time being a wage slave so she can make money to enhance her appearance. Her insecurities are actually good for business, and they also keep her a slave.
People sometimes say to me, well, women must want this because it's women who support these industries and women buy all these products, and so this must be something that advertisers are just giving people what they want. And the truth is, I think, that women are deeply conditioned from birth to feel that what's most important about us is how we look, that our lovability, our desirability depends upon our appearance, our bodies. And if you believe that, and it's very difficult not to, of course you're going to be looking for products, and you're going to be looking for fashion, and you're going to be looking for things that will deliver the goods, that will make you more beautiful in the society sense of the word.
It would be good if her parents were conscious, but they're just as asleep and as much a slave as everyone else. So her mom can't tell her that she doesn't need makeup because she's also insecure and so also wears it. The older she gets, the more she becomes like her mom, and then has children of her own and conditions those children in the same way that she was conditioned. All with good intentions, of course.